Hey YouTube, this is Tam with another download. Today I was just thinking about when people have arguments or disagreements, and disagreements are what we term as misunderstandings. And that speaks directly to the fact that when we have disagreements or arguments or fights, it means that somebody is not understanding. So the only thing missing there is information, that somebody needs more information. I mean, we're all here on the planet, we're all having a human experience. We've got some common experiences. We've got some things that are not so common in our life experience, from our pillars of association, how we were raised, what our belief systems are, our past hurts and trauma, and all these types of things get in the way of us being able to understand one another. So it's okay to disagree, because of course we're all coming from a different space. We all have a different level of experiences in our lives, of recorded tracks from the past that plug in to our ability to survive. So I like to say that when we have disagreement, it means that we're not agreeing to agree agreeably, if you will, or agreeing to disagree agreeably, recognizing that that other person has a right and does have another perspective due to their experiences. So I like to look at it as an opportunity to become more understanding, that when I don't understand somebody's perspective, maybe I need to become more understanding. And in that way, when I become more understanding, they will pick up on my intention, my vibration, my feeling tone of desiring to get them and to actually fully hear them, rather than interjecting my own beliefs and perspectives. We have to recognize that nature speaks directly to this ability to have one thing happen in the world of nature, and one person might see it as a horrible thing, whereas another would see it as something that is good and beneficial. Like the lioness who hunts down and attacks and kills and eats the antelope. And one person would say, well, that's horrible. The antelope got killed, it got murdered, and it died. But another person who recognizes that, well, hey, that was the only way that she could survive and that she could feed her cubs, and so that's a good thing. So we have to look at everyone having a different perspective from the needs that they need to fulfill in their lives. When we want to be judgmental and dig in our roots into our belief system and judge people and name them wrong, we have to look at a secondary gain there. That when we're not being understanding, we're not being accepting of someone else's perspective, there's an egoic or subconscious need to protect ourselves in some way. That there's a need to be right. You know, we need to be comfortable in our perspective. It needs to be correct for us to feel safe and to feel okay in the world. But I recognize that there is a need to tell yourself that I enjoy allowing others to hold up mirrors to me, which is what we're doing to one another anyway. When we are in relationship, when we interact, we are holding up mirrors to one another. And in that mirror, you can get to take a look at those small dark spaces that need to open up and expand so that you can grow, so that you're not holding on to limiting beliefs that are keeping you small and stuck in reactive mode, where you are always defending your perspective, that yours is the only right one. That says that it's time for you to grow and desire to become understanding, as opposed to having everybody understanding and accepting your perspective. True? True. Well, that's another download. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you do get the perspective, and just step back. Be observant today on how you start to respond when you hear something that doesn't quite fit your perspective, or something that makes you so protective that you become angry and judgmental about a different perspective. And just learn from it. See it as someone's holding up that mirror to you so that you can open up those dark, narrow spaces to see another perspective. Peace and blessings. Until next time, this is Tam.